everybody, it's Melanie Williams, aka Principal Williams, aka Dr. Williams, whoop whoop. And today I'm coming to you to talk about education. And specifically within education, I know that there are some people who may currently be contemplating completing a doctoral degree. So whether it's a PhD, an EDD, or some other iteration of a doctoral degree, here are 5 quick tips to completing your doctoral degree. Tip number 1, get a good planner. Okay, whether you decide that you need a paper planner, like one that you'll actually have on your desk, or you are a technology person and you are okay with doing the planner in your phone, you do need to have some sort of system for time management and for task organization and task management. That's going to be super important. So figure out what works best for you. For me, I need it to be a tangible planner. I like to be able to see it on my desk and turn the pages and write in it. But I know for many other people, they actually prefer the tech-based planners. Either one is fine, or even a combination of the two. But you do need to have a system to organize and manage your tasks, because there is so much work that you have to stay organized. Once you have your planner and you get all of your dates for when things are due, it's going to be really important to plan in advance so that you schedule yourself to complete your tasks at least 3 days in advance of the deadline. And the reason we do that is because most of the time when people are pursuing a PhD or any type of doctoral degree, they do have other things going on. They could still be working, they could be juggling responsibilities with family, etc. And you never really know what's going to happen. Anything can come up and you really don't want to miss any assignments. Because there's so much work that missing one assignment and having to make up things is just going to be like a snowball effect. So the idea behind the planner and organizing your tasks is going to be really grounded in making sure that you complete those assignments at least 3 days in advance so that you don't have to worry about not meeting the deadline. And so tip number 2 is focus on each task independently. There is so much work in a doctoral program that if you really look at all of the work comprehensively while you're in it, it is very easy to get overwhelmed and feel like, oh man, this is going to be too much, I can't do it, etc. But if you use the tip from number 1 and have a really good planner and really just focus on whatever the next task is and completing that task, before you know it, you're going to be done. So focus on what's next only. Don't focus on the big picture just yet when you're in it. You've got to just keep pushing one task at a time and get that piece completed so that you can get to the next one. Tip number 3 is going to be to subscribe to magazines or periodicals or newspapers that are within your industry and start reading. If you have like a commute during the day and you prefer to listen to it, then use like Audible or Kindle or some sort of electronic method of reading, because as part of becoming a doctor of whatever your subject is going to be, people are going to see you as an expert. So you do need to make sure that you are keeping yourself abreast of what's happening within that industry. All right, so the next one is tip number 4. Tip number 4. Okay, so tip number 4 is going to be to start a Microsoft Word document. If you are a Google Docs kind of person, it is completely fine to do it in Google Docs as well. But the idea is that you are going to create a document that is going to house all of the quotes that you read that resonate with you. You may not have started your dissertation yet, but if you are reading things that are relevant to your industry or your subject matter, if you come across a quote that you really like, that stands out to you, what you're going to do is add it to that Microsoft Word document, and you're also going to add the citation. So that way, this will help you as you start to write your papers, because let's face it, as you're writing, again, as a doctoral student, you are working on being an expert in the field. So part of being the expert is not that you know everything, but that you are also keeping yourself abreast on what other research what the existing research says about your topic. And then you can use that on your future papers. You can use it in your dissertation. You can use it however you like, as long as you're citing it appropriately. And then the fifth tip is, in that same document, the more you read, you may start to see information about studies or research or surveys, whether it's qualitative research or quantitative research. So as you are reading and see studies that you feel like might be relevant, where you feel like your work may add to that, or maybe your work is like a counterclaim to what they're saying. Anytime you see studies that you feel like may be pertinent to your work and to the subject matter in which you're interested, then you're also going to add those studies with the authors. You're going to add that to the Microsoft Word document as well. This is going to help you immensely when you are doing chapter 2 of your dissertation. So chapter 2 of your dissertation is your literature review. And that's where you really have to talk about the existing literature on your topic. And so you have to be ready to roll with like quotes and studies and research and what people that have come before you are already saying, and then how your work is sort of adding to the current knowledge base or current thought pattern in that particular industry. Okay, so those are the 5 tips. Overall, the biggest thing to take away is that you can do it. Even if you want to quit, and you will probably think about quitting about 1,000,000 times over this journey, don't do it. Push through. You can do it. I successfully defended in the end of October 2020, and then I completed all of my coursework and had my degree conferred in December of 2020. So you can definitely do it. And like they say on the basketball court, who got next? You should have next. If this is something that you're thinking about doing, you can absolutely do it. Just stay focused, do those 5 tips, and you will be good to go. Signing out. Bye, y'all.